to Game 78 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by the people who feel the need for speed, our talented friends over at Zappos. It's our second of 3 games here in Harbor Park, home of the Norfolk Tides, and the Bananas look just about unbeatable. They've won 12 out of their last 13 games in a stretch that has seen them play each of the 4 other teams on this tour, and tonight they set their sights on winning the series here in Norfolk, which would give them the state of Virginia as well. We've got over 12,000 fans on hand here in the home of the Tides, AAA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. What a rockin' crew we have in the ballpark, and we're fired up to be back here on the Bananas YouTube. Welcome inside the booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. While the Nanners are red hot, this Party Animals team is trying to do just about anything to figure out how to beat the boys in yellow. Tonight, another unique lineup.
Last night, we saw a pretty dominant Bananas win here on night 1 in Norfolk, and it was the pitching staff, the bullpen, that did a good job shutting down the Party Animals. They were only able to claim 7 hits, none of which went for extra bases. So tonight, the Party Animals really mixing it up with the lineup, and it starts with Dalton Cornett hitting leadoff in this order. They're hoping it somehow sparks some more offense, and aside from that, the Party Animals also going to need to focus on a little wiser managerial decisions in the ballgame as well. We saw them opt not to use a golden batter last night in another late game situation. If they're trying to rally tonight, I would expect that they hopefully go to a golden batter in this ball game. And just another piece of history that we have to look out for in tonight's game as well. We are still 1 foul ball caught by a fan away from a new single season record in 2024.
And with Banana Ball on True TV last night and the commercial breaks that come with it, we were not able to give away a free pair of shoes thanks to Zappos. So tonight, instead of just 1 pair of shoes, we're giving away 2 pairs of shoes. You betcha, it's going to be a blast. We're going to have Eric Jones Jr. on the mic at first base, as well as Ryan Kellogg mic'd up while he is towing the slab on the mound. A lot of fun in tow. Can't wait to see Dakota Stilts Albritton on the mound as well tonight. All of that in store in just a little bit. We'll have a lot to chop up on the pregame show as we keep on cooking, and we'll get it down right now to the field to Mr. Bill Leroy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you hear that noise. It is now time for a tradition that started way back in 2016. I need you to get your spirit fingers high in the sky. Spirit fingers high in the sky. We are feeling the vibes tonight. It is now time to introduce tonight's Banana Baby, Aria! Aria is 2 weeks old, and despite all the chaos, is sleeping peacefully right now, and slightly confused, I'm sure. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up one more time for tonight's Banana Baby, Aria!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, direct your attention to center field. They're the wildest, craziest, sexiest, most outrageous group of animals you'll ever lay your eyes on. And they're here for just one reason: to party! Make some noise for the Party Animals! catcher number 3, Dalton Cornett. At third base, number 5, Jordan Hussein. In right field, numero uno, Jake Skoll. The cleanup hitter in center field, number 6, Reese Hampton. The left fielder, number 18, Armando Bacetta. At second base, number 9, Dustin Baber. The extra hitter, number 8, Bryson Bloomer. At first base, number 2, Jason Swan. At DH, number 4, Tanner Tinder Thomas from Virginia Tech. And at shortstop, number 11, Chase Acuff. On the mound for the Party Animals, 777, Garrett Delano. The Party Animals are managed by Mike Baba Vavasis, assisted by Isaac Hess and Anthony, how you doing, Coramato.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am now coming to the plate with some bananas power. His name is Charlie. Charlie is 5 years old, and he's attempting to hit a home run against these Party Animals. So can I hear some noise for my dear friend, Charlie? Charlie, they're chanting your name. Facing Brett Helen. Here comes pitch number 1. And that's strike 1. And Brett Helen looks to be talking trash to a 5-year-old. Can we get a boo for Brett Helen? Unbelievable. The count is 0-1. Here comes pitch number 2. Another swing and a miss. Brett, pick on somebody here. Holy cow! Split from the top rope. Steals that ball from Brett Helen. And now Charlie has a fair fight. Whenever you're ready. Foul ball. Boom! That ball's crushed. Brett Helen, he kicks it into the Bananas team. They're fighting over the ball. What's happening? Charlie's on his way to second. What in the world is happening? Charlie's rounding second, rounding third. Here comes the play at the plate. Reese Hampton grabs the ball, and he is safe it all. What in the world is happening? That was not planned.
It's time to learn the rules of our game. The name of the game is Banana Ball. In Banana Ball, we have 11 rules. Rule number 1, every inning counts. If you win the inning, you get a point. How do you win the inning? Score more runs than the other team. The final inning counts the most, where every run counts for a point. Rule number 2, we have 9 innings or a 2-hour time limit, unless rule number 3, if we're tied, it forces a one-on-one showdown tiebreaker. One hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder. Rule number 4, there is no bunting, because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you're thrown out of the game. Swing the bat. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base. Rule number 6, there are no walks in Banana Ball. Ball 4 is a sprint. The runner can go as far as they want until all 9 fielders touch the ball. Rule number 7, batters may not step out of the batter's box. If they do, it's a strike. Rule number 8, there are no mound visits. Rule number 9, the Banana Ball challenge rule. During the game, each team can challenge one umpire call on the field. Each team gets one challenge per game. But for the first time in the history of professional sports, you, the fans, can challenge one play. Please give it up for your fan representative of the night. Rule number 10, the golden batter rule. Once per game, each team can take any hitter in their lineup and have them bat in any spot. And finally, the most fans first rule of all. I hope you brought your gloves here tonight, Norfolk, because if any of you fans have ball in this game, it counts as an out. And those are the rules of Banana Ball.
Fans,
And
it is now time for tonight's player challenge between the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals. Tonight's challenge is Where's Waldo? We have two contestants in the crowd dressed as Waldo. It's up to each team to find that Waldo and bring them to home plate. Gentlemen, are you ready? On your marks, get set, go! The players are on the way to find their Waldo. It looks like on the banana side they are pointing right to him. But it looks like the Party Animals are not too far behind. It looks like they've both located their Waldos. And it looks like the Bananas might be in the lead on this one. He is running rapidly down those steps. Uh-oh, it looks like the Bananas are up in first. Here we go, here we go. And ladies and gentlemen, coming across home plate, give it up for the Bananas as the winners of tonight's Player Challenge.
Impressive work from the Nanners as they secure their Waldo and get that son of a gun to home plate before the Party Animals could, who looks like they had a little bit of trouble with the gate trying to get onto the field. It was neck and neck until they ran into a little friction there. And the Bananas come away with the victory in the pregame shenanigans. Cast and crew parading through the stands here in Harbor Park for the full capacity crowd. Banana Band out in front as per usual, and we welcome you back up into the booth. Josh Cholewski, Biko Scala, happy Big Tiger Saturday to everybody who celebrates. Let's take a look at the numbers behind this incredible streak the Bananas are on. 12 wins across the last 13 games they've played. That includes multiple games against all four opponents that they have faced on this 2024 tour, and it has been dominance both offensively and when it comes to the pitchers.
Again, we know just how well that this team has been playing, and the first thing that really stands out when you look at these last 13 games, the Bananas have claimed the first point in all 13 of these contests, and really outside of that, the pitching has stood out more than anything else. In this span, the team with a collective 2.54 earned run average. They're only allowing sprints to 5.5% of the total batters they're facing, while striking out 17.1% of the total batters they faced. And yet there are 4 pitchers on this squad right now with an earned run average below 2 and an average minutes per inning mark less than 4 minutes with a minimum of 7 innings pitched. That's Noah Nisnik, last night's starter, and Zach Phillips and Danny Hosley, 2 guys who we saw come out of the bullpen. And of course, another stud for the Bananas, the right-hander Ethan Skujay.
Well, the Party Animals dominated their first ever headlining tour. They have not had a lot of fun facing their arch nemesis, the Nanners, especially in the start of August. These 5 games have been much worse compared to what they've done across the tour.
Well, when you look at the season numbers in 2024, you are more than okay with a 280 team batting average and a 768 team OPS. And really, since returning to play the Bananas in August, it's been an immense struggle for the Party Animals offensively. You see the team batting below the Mendoza line in that span, and they're also scoring 2 fewer runs per game, and that usually translates to losing 1 point less than you would usually earn otherwise. And the team, the 494 OPS this season, and they currently do not have a single batter in tonight's starting lineup with a 300 batting average or better here in the month of August.
Now, going back to the Bananas' offensive success, certainly a lot can be said about a lineup that 1 through 10 is dominant, but there are 4 guys who are the top 4 in batting average on this tour, and the Nanners have been hitting them in the top 5 spots in the order a lot as of late. plate.
And what stands out is that all of these guys are actually very competitive and continue to ask about the batting title race as well. And for the most part this season, it's been DR Meadows who's leading the tour. He enters tonight still leading with his .345 batting average. And what's incredible is that DR Meadows is only striking out in 2.6% of his total plate appearances.
Absurd.
He is so contact-oriented at the dish for the Bananas, and it's clearly paying off. Last night we saw Dan Oberst 2 for 2 with a double and a triple, was able to leapfrog Eric Jones Jr. and Jackson Olsen to get back up to second in the batting average race this season. And for EJ and Jackson Olsen, they're hoping the bats heat up a little more tonight. We saw both of them hitless last night, and it ended both on base streaks and hit streaks for the duo.
Well, Jackie and EJ tied for the team lead with their 17 doubles, and then what EJ's doing power-wise, along with the batting average, is mind-boggling, pacing the tour in homers and OPS. Let's turn the page to tonight's pitching matchup because it's a great one. Ryan Kellogg, the 6'6" southpaw, toes the slab for the Nanners, and Garrett Delano, one of the best starters we've ever seen in Banana Ball history, gets the ball for the Party Animals.
Quite the clash of styles. Garrett Delano, a much harder thrower than Ryan Kellogg, but both of these guys pound the zone so well. It's Ryan Kellogg currently riding a streak of 6 straight scoreless innings on the mound for the Bananas, and for Garrett Delano, hoping to get back in the punch-out department. They've been far and few between here in August, but he's still leading the team with his 60 Ks.
We have a thrilling show for you on tap tonight. We're 8 minutes away from first pitch. Full capacity crowd here in Norfolk. They're all getting on their feet. They're about to be warmed up. Let's get it back down to the field to Isaac Cool.
All right, Juliana, here's the name of the game. All the dance moves that you do, everyone here is going to do right back. Are you ready, Juliana?
Yeah.
All right, she's ready. Let's get that music going. All right, we got our hands waving up in the air like we just don't care. Come on, Juliana. Oh, there we go, right through the eyes, baby. What is this? Oh, we are like, what is this? Wax on, wax off? We're washing the windows, baby. Jumping jacks. More jumping jacks. Here we go. Up, we're clapping again, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for 6-year-old Juliana.
Well, we do not have the young professor here in Norfolk. It's always a blast to get to see Flash the Kid, Malachi Mitchell, step up in a big way. Time to get fired up, my friends.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world. Tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live and million more still watching at home have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another night at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for all 13,000 people here in Norfolk, Virginia, to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
It's time to meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Banana. Leading off, center fielder number 5, DR the Duck Meadows. Batting second at DH number 19, Dan Oberst. Batting third at first base wearing number 3, Aaron Jones. In the cleanup spot, the right fielder number 2, Reese Superman Alexiadis. Batting fifth at second base, number 8, Jackson Olsen. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 1, Bill Leroy. The left fielder, number 15, we call him Rack, Robert Anthony Cruz. At third base, number 18, from Norfolk State, Danny Hosley. The shortstop, number 6, our glove magician, Ryan Cox. And the extra hitter, number 17, another Norfolk State alumni, Brandon Showtime Crosby. On the mound for your Bananas, number 49, Ryan Killam. Your Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Virant and Ray Ortega. Fans, please remain standing and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome Jack Siegel.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jack Siegel.
It is game 78 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by the people who can tell you there are 2 O's in Goose, our brilliant friends over at Zappos. The Nanners are a win away from taking the series here in Norfolk, Virginia. Reggie Horton's got the boys fired up, while Tanner Thomas and the Party Animals look to even this series up. Let's take a look at the Bananas' defensive alignment here for game 78 of the 2024 Tour. From left to right in the Nanners outfield, it's Robert Anthony Cruz, D.R. Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. Third to first in the infield, you see Danny Hosley, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Eric Jones Jr. Behind the dish, it's Bill Leroy, and starting on the mound is Ryan Kellogg.
Last night, the Bananas racked up 13 total trick plays, and they were led by their first baseman, Eric Jones Jr., who had 4, which was a career high for him in a single game. And meanwhile, you've also got to look at D.R. Meadows, had 3 trick plays last night for the Bananas, and said the goal tonight is for him to get up to 70.
The team in total with a baker's dozen of trick plays last night as they notched their 500th of the tour. They stand at 512 now. Let's zoom in on the man with the toque at the center of it all, the 6'6" southpaw out of Whitby, Ontario, Canada, in his second World Tour, Ryan Kellogg.
Making start number 20 this season with 3 wins and 4 losses on the tour. But he's on a streak of tossing 6 consecutive scoreless innings and only allowing 3 hits, no sprints, and generating 3 strikeouts in that span. He's also earned 5 points for the Bananas in that span, so getting excellent run support lately, and he has not thrown an inning in more than 3 minutes and 3 seconds across these last 6 innings pitched.
Let's get a gander at the Party Animals lineup. We talked about it at the top, but a big shakeup for the boys in black and pink. Dalton Cornett leads it off. Jordan Hussein elevated to the 2-hole. Then you see the big boppers, Jake Skoll and Reese Hampton. Great to see Armando Becerra at left field in the 5-hole. Then Dustin Baber, Bryson Bloomer, and Jason Swan with Tanner Thomas and Chase Acuff the bottom 2.
It's great to see Jordan Hussein elevated in this lineup, batting over 500 against Ryan Kellogg on the tour this season. And with the Party Animals bat slacking, that's why you see Armando Becerra, a new man added to the Party Animals, getting the start in left field, seeing what he can do.
First time Dalton Cornett has led off a game for the Party Animals since
April 9th, 2022.
It's been a minute for the pride of Pippapassis, Kentucky. We'll see if he can spark some early offense for the boys in black and pink. Let's listen in as Isaac Cool is going to get the full capacity crowd ready to rumble here for game 78.
Fans, it's almost showtime, but before we begin, we need to start that clock. So on the count of 3, I need everyone to yell, "Start the clock." 1, 2, 3.
It's showtime.
And away we go. Fun battle here to kick things off. Ryan Kellogg, 7 years of minor league baseball experience, got up to AAA in the Chicago Cubs farm system. After that, he went to the best independent professional baseball league in the country, the Atlantic League, where he was teammates with DC3 on the Lexington Health Genomes. Cornett, of course, playing in his home state. The two became friends quickly. Dalton told Kellogg a lot about Banana Land, and then it ended up being his fellow Arizona State friend, Connor Higgins, who whispered the most important sweet nothings into the big lefty's ears to get him to join the tour halfway through last year. And boy, he was phenomenal. As this one on a couple hops, Eric Jones Jr. under the leg to Kellogg covering first for out number 1.
Just about every ball you're seeing hit Eric Jones Jr.'s way at first base in this series is turning into a trick play again. 4 last night for the Savannah Bananas, and now up to 5 in the series, as makes that one look pretty routine.
It's the most for all fielders. Very impressive, especially for a first baseman. This has really been a renaissance for trick plays from first baseman, especially with what Alex Ziegler has done over at first. EJ's been revving him up as well. Up to 35 and 37 tries. Jordan Hussein on the 1-1. Sends it sky high in the infield. Hosley taking control of the situation. And the former Norfolk State kid gets the behind the back grab. 2 outs on 2 trick plays.
Nice to see a lot of soft contact that Ryan Kellogg is able to induce, and that's why you're seeing the Bananas getting aggressive early in this ball game, coming up with 2 straight trick plays.
Especially nice for us here in BTV World. We're hoping to mic up Kellogg in the top of the 4th. And the better he does on the bump, the better the chances are he makes it out there on the mound to the 4th inning. 1 pitch, another pop-up from Jake Skoll. Hosley once again underneath it, gets rid of the hat, catches it in the hat. 2 trick plays for Danny Do-It-All, and it's a speedy 1-2-3 inning for Kellogg.
3 trick plays for the Savannah Bananas and a 1 minute and 59 second frame for the Maple Leaf lefty.
Couldn't script a better start for the Nanners. They take down the top 3 in the Animals lineup in order. Another couple looks at Hosley's second trick play already in the ball game. He's up to 34 in 38 tries on the tour. Here's the Party Animals defensive alignment. You see left to right, Armando Becerra, Reese Hampton, and Jake Skoll. In the infield, third to first, it's Jordan Hussein, Chase Acuff, Dustin Baber, and Jason Swan. Catching is Dalton Cornett, and on the bump, it's Garrett Delano.
Well, if Dustin Baber can tie the Banana Ball single game record with 6 trick plays tonight, it would get him to the 100 trick play plateau for the first time in his Banana Ball career. And let's also give Armando Becerra in left field a lot of credit. Had 8 trick plays manning the center field position for the visitors across 6 games. It could be really fun to see what he can do in that corner outfield spot tonight for the Animals.
And we take a closer look at Mr. Garrett Delano. Out here in his 3rd World Tour, has been very impressive once again. He's one of the best starters we have ever seen in Banana Ball.
Like Ryan Kellogg, Delano making his 20th start this season and owns a 7-4 record with 4 of his wins coming since the start of June. Leads all Party Animals with his 60 strikeouts this season and has a 1.37 ERA plus, which means he's 37% better than the tour average player. That's the best mark among all starters on this year's World Tour.
6'2" right-hander out of Callahan, Florida. Let's take a look at the Bananas lineup that opposes Mr. Delano. It's the tour leader in batting average once again at the top. As per usual, there he is, Mr. D.R. Meadows. Usual suspects behind him. Dan Oberst, Eric Jones Jr. with Reese Alexiadis cleaning it up. Jackson Olsen, Bill Leroy, Robert Anthony Cruz in the middle. And Danny Hosley, Ryan Cox, and Brandon Crosby at the bottom.
And it's 2 of the guys at the bottom of this order, Danny Hosley and Brandon Crosby, Virginia natives, hoping to put up big games tonight for the Bananas.
Virginia natives who both played college ball at Norfolk State. Really cool connections for the pair of them. The Doctor very narrowly maintaining his tour lead in batting average, hitting .345. That's is not going to help him out. Jordan Hussein under the leg. And 1 pitch, 1 out for Delano. Trick play for the Houston, Texas native.
That's a pretty good start for the Party Animals. Garrett Delano not going to complain about the quick out whatsoever. And Jordan Hussein, a plug-and-play guy. You can play him at 3rd, short, or 2nd. Wherever he is, you know he's going to rack up some trick plays.
Well, he doesn't get everyday opportunities defensively, but still impressive. He's up to 18 trick plays in 21 tries. Unbelievable hands. Very quick guy on the infield. Here's Dan Oberst with the 2nd highest batting average on the tour, up to .341 thanks to his 2-for-2 performance, a double and a triple an evening ago. Squaring off against his jiu-jitsu sparring partner. Tough play here for Hussein. Barehanded, throw on the run, and he never had a chance to grab Oberst. Dan's going to get an extra 90 feet as Swan tracks down the ricocheted ball out in right field.
Dan Oberst is certainly a big guy and traditionally plays first base, but has pretty elite wheels for a first baseman. You saw the pressure that he put on Jordan Hussein, having to force the bare hand, and Hussein winds up throwing that one away. It's a single and an error for Dan Oberst. Now Eric Jones Jr. with an opportunity for an early Bananas walk-off in this ball game.
Another testament to his defensive capabilities. Hussein only with his 3rd error on the tour, as Dan is now just 90 feet from scoring the inning-winning run. Gets to 3rd on the wild pitch from Delano. Tough task here for Big D. Infield in for the Party Animals, Eric Jones Jr. hitting .337, tied for 3rd best on the tour in batting average. And right back up the middle, right on cue, EJ grabs his 25th inning ender of the year. And for a 14th straight game, the Bananas claim an early lead.
And it could very well be the difference. The momentum already going in the Bananas' favor. You get the hug from Dan Oberst to Eric Jones Jr. The team continuing to roll offensively here in Norfolk.
So it's so tough when you're a pitcher in Banana Ball. There's no free bases. 4 balls to EJ would have driven in Dan from third without a doubt. So he has to go after the former minor leaguer. And EJ makes him pay. Nanners lead 1 point to nothing, 1 inning in. And after his walk-off, we'll wait for Eric Jones Jr. to get the mic on him. We'll be chatting with the former Twins and Mariners minor leaguer as he plays first in the incoming top of the second inning. Look at Cowboy Kyle and company in the stands handing out some yellow roses to some lucky ladies. Beautiful ballpark here, Harbor Park, home of the Norfolk Tides. Built in 1993. This is the 32nd year of operation. AAA affiliate for the Baltimore Orioles, where we've seen Cade Povich do a lot of damage. 2020 Savannah Banana out of the University of Nebraska, number 5 prospect in the Orioles organization, is tonight's expected starter for the Orioles against the Red Sox. That's up in Baltimore. We'll bring things back here to Norfolk as we welcome in EJ on the mic.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Appreciate you scrambling to get the gear on. Tight window there after your walk-off.
That's all right. We're used to moving fast here in Banana, so there's nothing new.
Big swing and a miss from Reese Hampton, 4, 5, and 6, due to swinging for the Party Animals against Kellogg. How about that first inning for you guys? You start the game with the trick play, then Danny grabs a pair, and now Kellogg gets his first strikeout of the ball game to start the second.
I'll tell you what, the Bananas, we're firing on all cylinders. I think it really is fueled by the trick plays. Like, if you trick, you get it under your belt, you feel good, you carry that out the rest of the game, and everybody's tricking about every play now, so it's pretty awesome to be a part of and just a ton of fun to come out here and see what happens every day.
EJ, speaking of trick plays, how special was it for you a Saturday ago to be the man on the receiving end of the 1,000th trick play in Banana Ball?
And it was awesome. It's been really fun learning the tricks, practicing them. Kyle, just catch that?
No, bobbled and caught. Not a clean catch.
That was cool though.
According to Vincent Chapman.
No, amazing venue, and to get the 1,000th, really cool. I didn't know at the time I would have celebrated bigger, but it's pretty awesome. And then I saw the other night that it was Bananas 500, so you know them round numbers are nice.
Spot on, man. 2-2 here to Becerra, only his second career Party Animals plate appearance. 6 for 23 on the tour, dating back to his debut with the Visitors. Payoff coming. What a good fight here from Becerra. Another chance for the fans. They come up empty again. You got to look at Mondo making some smooth behind-the-back catches in center field for the Visitors. Pretty impressive young banana baller, huh, EJ?
Yeah, he's a good-looking athlete. I got to room with him last. Oh, there we go. That's a catch.
Oh, and he's retired by the
finisher. The lefty.
Right on cue. It's the 62nd foul out to a fan on the tour.
A new Banana Ball single-season fan-caught foul ball record broken from 2023. The defense from the fans here across this World Tour has been mighty impressive. And that, one of the better snags I'd say we've seen this year.
And a mailman Mike right on the scene, too.
That guy is everywhere. You look left, you look right, you're going to see mailman Mike.
That one, foul. An emphatic foul call from third base umpire Eric Byram. Baber was hoping for extra bases.
Osley would have loved nothing more than his little Arenado throw. That guy hates to see his feet. He could throw on these to do it.
EJ, you're in the thick of a really fun batting average race with DR and Dan. You're tied with Jackson for third on the tour. You're trying to hold off Hampton and Skoll in the home run battle. You've got 9 bombs. You're one ahead of them. How fun is it to have that competition built into the competition of everyday banana ball? As Cox is going to go under the leg over to Jones Jr. And that will end the inning, and you've got a moment here to bless us with your knowledge.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really, man, I don't look at the numbers, honestly. I go back and I watch every game, but I actually don't look at the numbers because it don't matter. So for me, if I keep my swing where it needs to be and I can feel what I need to feel, the numbers are going to take care of themselves. And it's fun competing, though, because accountable. It makes you be the best you can be. It's just fun because we got great athletes here and everybody's falling out. So it's just fun.
You're such a pros pro, EJ. Thank you so much for joining us, man. Have a great night.
Yeah,
Keep having fun, EJ.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go Bananas.
There goes Eric Jones Jr. We'll bring in Sam Bauman.
Biko, Josh, speaking of pros, he's right over here. It's the Honorable Judge Rob. He is our Fan Challenge judge tonight. Rob, for starters, talk to me a little bit about the pressure that's now weighing on you as the fan judge tonight. How do you feel going into this one?
Tonight, of course, it's got to be one in favor of our Savannah Bananas. That's what we're looking for right here. Okay, we're going to help them out. Savannah, this is going to be, we're going to let her decide when we want to go with the good play here, and we're going to make sure we make Vince look bad.
So, Rob, you're saying you are absolutely a biased judge tonight.
Absolutely, that's correct.
And that is what we're looking for, Banana fans. Now, what is your judge history before? Have you ever judged anybody before? Any judgments passed? What are we looking like in your history here of judging?
Oh, absolutely not. This is the first time I've ever seen a baseball game, really. So we're just going to go ahead and wing it and see what looks good out here tonight.
The Honorable Judge Rob. Biko, Josh, we're in his hands.
Thank you, Sam Bauman. Thank you, Judge Rob. What an impressive resume he has here for the job tonight.
I've never felt so confident in somebody before. I love him.
Manners lead the game 1-0. Shattered bat bouncer to Hussein, who goes between the legs, bounces it up to himself. 2 tricks for the price of 1 trick play out. And Hussein's already got his second of the ball game.
Pretty big shattering of the bat, and looks like the barrel wound up going further than the banana ball off the bat of Reese Alexiadis, who pulls it out like the sword in the stone, by the way. And still, really nice job by Jordan Hussein. Really does not let the broken bat affect him whatsoever as he completes the trick play out.
I've often thought Alexiadis reminds me of a knight in shining armor. Jackson Olsen, for the 2nd straight night, is going to do the old emergency dance of TikTok fame. And then he'll roll one over to Dustin Baber. Handles the hop. Nice scoop from Jason Swan at the other end for out number 2.
Felt like that could have been a play where maybe you get a trick play out of Dustin Baber, but having to throw cross body, showing a lot of respect for the speed of Jackson Olsen. Baber opts just to make sure he gets that second out for Garrett Delano, as Party Animals not looking to go down 2 points early in this ball game, especially with the struggling offense right now.
That's the key right there. They've dropped 4 out of 5 against the Bananas to kick off August, and they're looking to turn the tide. The magic number for the Bananas to win the season series against the Party Animals is 5 wins across the last 18 games we have. So every game oh so important for the Party Animals right now. Bill Leroy trying to spark a 2-out rally. Ball and a strike on the man he debuted with in Banana Land in the summer of 2018, Delano. They're a 2-way man. First 4 years at Brown University, finished up with a swan song at Mercer. One, 2 here to Bill. Look out, buddy. Deuce is wild. Looking for a 1-2-3 frame. He's go. Thought he might grab it right there. Baber trying to clean this up. He's not going to be able to grab Leroy. And it's going to be a 2-out infield single for the Bananas catcher.
Just a tough play for Garrett Delano. Little bit of the delayed reaction, kicks off the heel of that glove. He's kind of on the mound beating himself up about not being able to make that play, but difficult for really any pitcher that's on the mound, as the Bananas take Bill Leroy off the base paths and insert their designated runner for the first time tonight, Malachi Mitchell.
There's a lot of stress to the situation for Delano and Cornett. Flash pacing the World Tour with 62 runs scored, 37 steals. He's only been caught 4 times. Did Robert Anthony Cruz check his swing? Yes, says Eric Byram, third base up. And Delano strongly disagrees. Off camera was in a little bit of a the eyes checked blue, gesture to the third base umpire, and Rack really didn't matter what the previous pitch was. He lines that back up the middle. 2 straight, 2-out knocks for the Nanners. Inning-winning run pushed up into scoring position.
Just a good, clean piece of hitting for Robert Anthony Cruz, who has not had a lot of success against Garrett Delano this season, batting just 105 against the right-hander. Luckily for Delano, had the advantage of Jason Swan holding on Malachi Mitchell very well as Chase Acuff takes the first pitch off the bat of Danny Hosley, bounces that to Dustin Baber, and gets the Party Animals out of the second inning unscathed.
And Acuff will grab trick play number 116. With only 15 missed on the tour. Good job by Delano to hold serve. Nanners still lead by a point, as we'll toss it down to Maceo Harrison, who has players from each teams. They're going to dance us to the third. What a job by Maceo and the fellas, as we will toss things down to Tyler Gillum.
For an out, Jake!
Very extended there. Was it Jay or was it Jim? I think we're going to try and get Sam Bauman on that one and see if he can get to the bottom of that question.
Jake, you brought the glove tonight. Did you have the thought, I am going to break the record for fan-caught foul balls when you walked in tonight?
I did. Confidence.
There was no doubt in your mind you were going home with a ball tonight?
Well, actually, on the at-bat, I was talking to my friend on would the ball come to me, and there was a foul ball that went just short of me. So like 2 pitches later, ball comes right up, I stand up, right in my glove.
Guys, this is Jake right here, and he just helps us set a record for fan-caught foul balls. Going home with a gift and maybe a future banana contract here from the coach. Pico, Josh.
Is it a J? Is it a Jim? No, it's Jake.
I actually had a hunch that's what it was.
Wow, you were able to get that from Gillum, huh? Boom, baby. Never even crossed my mind. What a trick play from Danny Hosley. His third of the ball game to start this third inning. That's the first time we've ever seen the kick back up to an infielder or outfielder. That was sweet. And now we get Kellogg with Cox, Olsen, and Meadows behind him. And look at the big lefty. Banana Land's big maple. Throws the pitch from about 5 feet in front of the rubber, and it goes all the way to the backstop. It's one of my favorite 3-2-2s I've seen in my life.
Was obviously cracking us up when we were watching it in rehearsals today. It did not get any less funny once they pulled it out in front of over 12,000 folks.
Somehow it got better. Up to the second deck, and Jason Swan fouls out to a fan. Second foul ball caught by a fan across the last 2 innings here in Norfolk.
Everything is coming up in favor of the Savannah Bananas right now. The boys out of their minds in terms of trick plays, and the fans backing them up in the stands as you get another look at the sweet catch in that second deck, and everybody erupting around that guy.
Beautiful barehanded snag. We're up to 63 foul outs to fans on the tour.
Maybe his name is Jay.
It might be. Or Jim.
Or Jim.
There's a bobbled one there on the foul ball from Tanner Thomas. 364th straight sold-out crowd in Banana Land. All of them wanted it to be the third foul out to a fan, which would tie the single-game record. With a lot of banana ball still to play tonight at that. Tanner Thomas sends this one high and deep to right. Alexiadis runs out of room. Blast off from Tanner Tinder Thomas, his 6th homer of the tour.
You could tell by the way the bat was outstretched in the hand of Tanner Thomas. He had a good feeling that was leaving Harbor Park. Tanner Thomas now tying his home run total from a season ago for the Party Animals, and it also snaps him out of an 0 for 19 streak at the plate. That's the best way to do it right there.
That was a rainmaker. What a towering drive. The former Virginia Tech Hokie.
Once again, that's Tanner Thomas with really good reverse splits against the left-handed pitcher. Just staying back on that hanging breaking ball, making Kellogg pay.
Spent the final 3 years of his collegiate career about 4.5 hours down the road in Blacksburg. Or donut hitter Chase Acuff. Appeal down to the first base umpire, Chad Foltz, says the Animal shortstop did not go. Possibly trying to get a head start on his sprint. Kellogg fills up the zone. Ryan Kellogg does not allow a lot of sprints. Just more than 4% of the batters get 4 balls from the man on the Canadian national baseball team. He's worked it from 3-0 to 3-2. And this one chopped up the middle. Cox attacking, bounces it behind his back. What a trick play from the glove magician. 1 run for the Party Animals, but the Nanners having a blast defensively.
That is ridiculous range from Ryan Cox. Had an incredible first step to get close to behind that second base bag, field the ball, and then has the wherewithal to still collect the trick play at the same time. Get Ryan Kellogg out of the frame, only allowing the 1 run on the Tanner Thomas solo blast.
We have a brand new promotion here in Banana Land. Normally I would toss this down to Isaac Cool, but it's called the Captain Underpants Race. And in my heart of hearts, my favorite novels as a child, I could never give this one up. So we're gonna follow it here. The point is, you have to become Captain Underpants, and a key part of that is getting into your underpants. So shirts are off at first base. Now you get to second, where the tighty-whities are applied, the Dolce and Bananas. And now these guys are starting to look like superheroes. Next step is getting the cape on. Terrific. All right, neck and neck. Capes are on. The photo finish. Wow! It's going to be Phil who gets the win. Remember, kids, Captain Underpants turns back into the principal when he's doused by water. So these guys transfixed, hypnotized into Captain Underpants formed, and then blasted back into reality in whitey tighties with capes on in front of over 12,000 fans.
I heard no tra-la-las from our makeshift Captain Underpants. Everybody knows that's his signature catchphrase.
Who couldn't? You're a big Captain Underpants guy growing up?
I dabbled in those books for sure. Fine literature, if you ask me.
Are you kidding me? I had a Thanksgiving at my grandparents' house. I disappeared right in the middle of dinner. Came back out with a sheet tied around my neck, just in my skimmies. Went pitter-pattering, flying around. I was probably 4 or 5 years old, pattering around that place, screaming tra-la-la-la-la. The beautiful falsetto I had back in the old days. 0-2 here to Ryan Cox. You think I didn't have a falsetto?
No, I totally believe. I think you still have a falsetto, my friend.
All county chorus, 5th and 6th grade, bro.
Heck yeah.
Ulster County represent. Ty Jackson having a blast. Nothing new there. 9-10-1 due for the Bananas. As Cox chops this one to Baber. Jump throw between the legs. Boy, both teams are out of their minds with the trick plays early here. Night 2 in Norfolk.
Well, that's where you see a difference in the trick play Baber opted not to grab against Jackson Olsen versus the one here against Ryan Cox. It comes with the Party Animals with a 1-run lead in the inning, so Baber knows there's a little bit of room for error. It's an aggressive try, but man, does it pay off as he's up to 95.
Brandon Crosby fouls it off, and his home state faithful do not come away with the catch. That one, I think, landed in a woman's lap. Delano saying it was a catch. Vincent Chapman, the home plate umpire, as well as Chad Foltz humping down at first base, both say that it was not snagged. And the Party Animals are going to challenge. Vava deciding to use his challenge here. If they are right, they'll retain it. If the play cannot be overturned, the Party Animals lose their challenge. We'll have 60 seconds on the clock. These are tough ones to overturn here in the stands. That angle's not going to tell us anything. I think the only thing it does tell us is it landed right in the woman's lap. Okay, there it is. She certainly did not catch it. The ball kind of caught her. Where'd the ball end up?
Cannot tell.
No. Let this play through a little bit. If you could, please, in the control room. Let it play through, please. Yep, keep it going, keep it going. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I think it's an out. It's right in her lap. It doesn't touch anything but her lap. Once again, we just need to see the aftermath of her catching this. Look at it here. It was right in her lap. Give it to us one more time. We're going to have to make a decision. Here we go.
I think it's a catch.
I think it's a catch. Call overturned. It's a catch.
Ladies and gentlemen, after review, the ruling on the field is fan caught foul ball.
And it turns out the Mechanicsville, Virginia native is retired by the home state faithful. And there she is. She has a baby in her lap. I don't know how that happened. Holy moly. Acuff will take care of DR Meadows. And Garrett Delano has his first 1-2-3 inning of the ballgame. Party Animals claim their first point. We're knotted at 1 after 3.
6 pitches for Garrett Delano. Gets the fan-caught foul ball to help him out. And up to 11 trick plays in tonight's ballgame already.
Fans, introducing the second fan-caught foul ball for now, 15-year-old Jackson. And now make some noise.
Impressive work from Jackson. The Banana Band will blast away as we head to the 4th. And we will bring in Big Papa on the mound. Ryan Kellogg, how you doing tonight, buddy?
How are you guys doing?
Terrific. Can you walk us through what you saw on Brandon Crosby's foul out to the fence?
I couldn't see a whole lot. I mean, she was quite a ways up there, and then obviously once it goes behind the stand, I heard guys that just kind of ended in her lap, so I mean, it is. Then now she has a child in her lap, so I don't know how this happens.
Yeah, that was a twist.
Crazy turn of events here in Banana Land.
I did not see the baby showing up. Maybe the baby made the catch.
It would be incredible fan to ever catch a foul ball for now.
It would be. We'll have to check in with our marketing friends, see what other angles we have to see if that record was set here. So you're cruising through 3, man. How do you feel taking on the Party Animals tonight?
I feel good. Got out here, tried something new today, started going back to weighted balls. Tried that, see if we can loosen up a little bit. This mound is a mountain. 46 up about feet, I feel like still. So, get the ball going downhill, feeling good. Obviously gave up the homer to Tanner, but I mean, for him, Virginia, I'll give it to him.
Top of the order for you. Here's Dalton Cornett.
Swing, please.
How fun is it facing your former Atlantic League teammate?
It's a lot of fun, but it does make it a lot harder. He knows exactly what I like to do. spin on that twice. Good for him.
All right, what's the 2-0 pitch?
Give it up for the world famous Bananas Captain.
Oh, that's in. Roll over, thank you. If we go back to the lottery, we should swing. Keyword. Yes, he does. Ground ball, another trick play.
Oh, that one eats up Brandon Crosby.
Let's hope for the 9-1 put out. That would have been unbelievable.
Official ruling on that one, Josh Talevsky.
Hit.
What?
I was also surprised by that. I was going to rule there.
I'm a little biased. I mean,
you are. It's a fact.
If you designate Rutherford, Indiana.
We'll put it under review. Here's Jordan Hussein.
oh, now I'm just yanked out. Oh, look out. Something crazy about to happen.
You're spot on, Mr. Kellogg. 1-0 count. Vincent Chapman's dusting off home plate.
This is a new one for him.
My mom used to sing this to me as a baby. A lot of Biko nostalgia tonight with Captain Underpants.
Is this the same version she sang to you or what?
Yeah, this is exactly how it went. This is Vince, spot on.
Definitely a different one.
It's the way my mom used to dance on stage in Perfect Thyroid, her skunk band as well. Impressive how she did it while playing the keyboard.
We're gonna need video evidence of that.
You just look up Perfect Thyroid on YouTube, you'll see it.
Where?
Oh, great question. I've got our engineer, Nick Keldy, fussing with a lot. I missed it on the monitor.
Thank you. Turn 2, or at least get the lead. That'd be cool. Thank you. Oh, that's near mill. Look out.
My gosh.
Caroline was almost dead.
It's the old AWOL Nation sail from Dalton Malden.
He threw that ball probably I've ever seen pro baseball. That was impressive.
Well, you got what you wanted. You got the lead runner, and then
You got another one on second.
Yeah, Hussein, who's got great speed.
But that makes my life a whole lot easier.
Here's Jake Skoll.
Oh, yuck.
What's the approach here facing another man who has 7 years of minor league baseball experience?
Oh, good adjustment. This is back. The boys are about to go crazy in the dugout for this. Oh, laid off a changeup. Good for him. Okay. Oh. Not a situation I want to miss.
No, you don't like being 3-1 to Skoll with man on second.
Challenge him. Do I win? No, I don't. I lose that match.
That's a great piece of hitting from Skoll. Did not try to do too much.
Throw him out at second.
Drives in Hussein, and Skoll slams the brakes. Content with a single. Drives in his tour-leading 57th run.
Lot of run. What the boys got playing for us now?
Well, J-Lo action.
I feel like this fits Ponce perfectly.
Bad for Lealios, Rodriguez, or Bloomer either.
No, they're all putting together quite a performance.
I like how you're about 50 feet away from them, but you're watching on the big screen.
Yeah, but then you see it from the back, and it's not the same, you know? The facial expression, that's what makes it, you know? So little details.
Plus second largest video board in minor league baseball.
Interesting. That's a fun fact I did not guess.
Do you know what number 1 is?
Oh, we got 1 out or 2? We got 1 out, okay. It's not Savannah.
No, it's Las Vegas. You're right. You're right. It's not Savannah.
That was kind of a cop out, but.
Here's Reese Hampton. You struck him out your first time.
Now, Ryan, you mentioned dances and celebrations. We got to see one of my personal favorite 3-2-2s tonight.
Okay.
Where did the inspiration come for that one?
Oh, that's so bad. One that was sent to I had no hand in picking that, but it was a fun one regardless.
Skoll in a rundown. Crosby's throw to second. Just in time. Jesse West, second base umpire. An emphatic.
That would have been a block in normal baseball.
Yeah. Call out of Skoll.
What do we got? 1-1, 2 out.
That was the old Andy Pettit pickoff there.
Oh, swing! Gosh.
Surprised he did not listen.
Trying, we're friends. I thought he might. Back to golf at it. I love that. Again.
You go with the gas there on 2-2?
No, change up.
That makes more sense.
Enough. I don't have gas. But change up and a slightly firmer change up. Miss Sarah got a bad heater behind and fell out to a fan.
It's a pretty fun trip to the dish. It was only his second career Party Animals plate appearance.
Oh! Dalton?
Oh, no!
Interesting. Catch it. Thank you.
Wow! Good job, Dalton, showing off the cannon. Takes care of Basetta.
You just wanted a longer throw. That's all right. Go off the arm again.
Ryan Kellogg, thanks so much for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
There goes Banana Land's Big Maple.
Everyone in the stands on their feet. Everyone in the stands on their feet with their hands up. It's time for
Hey baby time here in Harbor Park.
Here we go. Let's get those hands clapping.
And while we hey baby, let's get it over to Sam Bauman again.
Biko, Josh, speaking of babies, our last fan-caught foul ball was made by our friend Season here with a baby on her. That's baby Palmer, guys. I'm no statistician. You guys can tell me if that's ever happened. I can't imagine it has. Season, tell me, what are you thinking as that ball is coming your way?
I owe everything to Coach Elliott from Virginia Wesleyan College. And happy birthday to my husband.
Happy, it's your birthday today. Is this the gift you always wanted, Grace?
Always. This is my favorite gift right here.
Season, you got a little mark on the leg from it. Worth it?
Yeah, I caught it in my legs.
Was it mama bear mentality? You see the ball, they say moms are the best multitaskers. You kept Palmer, got the ball.
Oh, there was no way that ball was gonna hit my kiddo. No.
A mama bear on the prowl. Season, great catch. Palmer, great work. Guys, this is banana ball. This is insane. And it's an out, guys. I saw the mark on the thigh. Great call in the booth, guys. That's an out. That's history in banana ball. Big go, Josh. Hey, baby.
Thank you so much, Sam. Back to the hey babying. That's certainly history there. Caught in the thighs.
I mean, a catch is a catch.
Correct. Do not touch the seat.
Queenly caught with the legs.
Correct. It's secured. We've seen.
We have really set a new precedent in banana ball.
No doubt about that. That's a trick play too, right?
Yeah. I see no reason not to rule that way.
If we saw it happen on the field, it would be a no doubter.
Yeah.
It'd be in our top 11
Big time
on the Banana Ball YouTube channel. That'll come out Wednesday night. No free ads. This one poked the opposite way from Dan Oberst. Long run for Skull. Swan ends up being the closest to it, but is not able to get there in time. Bananas dancing first base coach Maceo Harrison out for a second inning over at first base. Pulling off his unbelievable MJ moves right now, trying to inspire a Nanners rally. Party Animals have scored a run for the second straight inning, and that's the nasty Garrett Delano curveball as he picks up his first K of the ballgame.
Now up to 61 on the World Tour, pacing all Party Animals for Dan Oberst. Surprising with the strikeout in 4 of his last 6 games for the Savannah Bananas. He and Reese Alexiadis seeing a little bit of an uptick in those punch-outs lately.
Jones Jr. sandwiched between the pair. Kyle could tie this inning in one fell swoop. His 9 home runs pace signature, as is his .434 on base percentage. Tyler Gillum, Adam Virant, Ray Ortega and company would be content with EJ getting on any way possible. Still got the big boppers in Alexiadis and Olsen on deck and in the hole respectively. Right on right changeup. Another filthy pitch from Delano. He's got back-to-back Ks against the Nanners number 2 and number 3 hitters in the order.
And each one has come on just 3 pitches from Garrett Delano. possibly working on something special here in the bottom of the fourth.
We won't tell you what, but this pitch is pretty important. There it is. Okay. Let's get another one, Delano. Okay.
Oh, I'm getting excited.
This pitch means everything. Ah!
Drat.
It was strike 3 on Reese Alexiadis, away from the first immaculate inning in banana ball history. In the 191st banana ball game ever played. Oh, he gets the strikeout of the side on 10 pitches. Nearly immaculate is Delano. He earns the Party Animals their second point, and they lead 2-1.
It's about as good as it's going to get from Garrett Delano tonight. See him coming off the mound with a lot of confidence as the Party Animals take their first lead here in this series in Norfolk.
What about Andy Archer? He's got Michael Deeb on the wheel, Niznik riding shotgun, and Ty Jackson in the back seat with him. Josh, I've always told you don't go chasing waterfalls.
It's true. You told me yesterday.
Advice that I do not heed myself. I love chasing waterfalls.
I didn't know that until now.
Oh, yeah. You ask my buddies in Yosemite National Park, they couldn't keep me away from it.
What are you doing imparting that wisdom on me then?
I just don't think that you should be chasing waterfalls. I'm a seasoned waterfall chaser. I'm worried about what would happen to you if you started adventuring into those things.
It's true. Sometimes I just adventure into public fountains.
It's a fact. I've seen it happen. TLC. The thing is with waterfalls, as fun as they are to play in, you just never know what's going on in the water underneath them. And if they've got those whirlpool riptides, they'll suck you right under, some of them. Gotta be careful. I'm just looking out for you. I really enjoy having you as my broadcast partner.
Thanks, Big Hoss.
It can be very fun chasing waterfalls. There's a risk there. Take a look at the numbers on the tour for the pride of Milton, Georgia.
Out on the mound for the 24th time this season. Owns a 4-1 record. He's averaging 2 base runners per inning pitched this season. The last time out against the Party Animals, he allowed 6 runs, 5 of which were earned in just 1 1/3 inning pitched. Unfortunate for Andy, he allowed 4 ball force sprints in that outing, which was more than he had allowed in all of June and July.
Hashtag banana ball. Simply never know what you're going to see, like Dustin Baber tomahawking a ball out to right center, and D.R. Meadows not able to come away with a Superman catch. Babes is going to try for 3 bases. Relay from Cox on the money and in time. Party Animals still have a challenge. They were successful on the overturn they used on the potential foul out to a fan. That was a perfect on-the-dot relay from Cox. Could not have had a better throw. Same goes for the toss-in from Alexiadis to get it to the Nanners shortstop. And we get the challenge. We're looking at it here. Certainly bang bang. Third base umpire Eric Byram running into Hosley with the big out call. Gillespie and Vava getting down there with Baber. Boy, if we can slow that one down, if we got there, oh, this is a beautiful shot. Oh. Intriguing. 30 seconds on the 1-minute timer we have for replays. Boy, it's tight.
I don't see anything that can overturn the call for me.
Another angle. Looks like he's safe there. I think he's safe. Look at that's a fantastic angle.
Yeah. No, with that angle, yes.
Safe, overturned. What a job by the folks in the control room. That angle came in at just the right time.
The ruling on the field is overturned. Runner is safe.
So the party animals have challenged plays. In the third and fifth innings here now, both of those challenges go their way, so they still retain their challenge. That's a big one. Baber's on third base with nobody out. The Bananas have the right side of the infield, Crosby and Malden in on the grass. Cox and Hosley half depth on the left side with the powerful Bryson Bloomer. 1-1 count at the dish. Bloomer grounded out to third his first time. A remarkable trick play from Hosley. The cutter there from Archer. Four-seam, two-seam cut fastballs and the split change. Goes off speed here. This one grabbed by Hosley. Has to go around Baber, and he still throws it across the diamond. A perfect strike from foul territory.
Well, that's exactly what Eric Jones Jr. was talking about. We had him mic'd up in the second inning. It's Danny Hosley, who loves making those rangy plays similar to Nolan Arenado. Incredible throw and a really nice pick at first base by Brandon Crosby as well. As that ball so close to the third base bag just automatically gave Hosley that ability to check Dustin Baber there.
Good to see Bryson Bloomer A-OK after he ran into the formidable keister of Crosby. Trying to beat that one out. Bloomer had surgery to fix a right hip labrum impingement in the offseason. Delayed his start this year by nearly a month. And so he's scary to see him take a tumble like that. 3-0 now to Jason Swan. Ball four, scores a run. And Archer finds the zone with fastball. Swan historically across his 2-year banana ball career, excellent with runners in scoring position. Nothing changes here. D.R. Meadows with his back to home plate. Can't catch up to that one. And Jason is going to motor into second with an RBI double.
Well, we know Jason Swan, a great batter with runners in scoring position. His 311 mark only rises higher. And the Party Animals now plating runs in 3 straight innings. Tanner Thomas has got something special in store for us.
The Chapel Renaissance continues. Femininomenon, my friends, of Chapel's unbelievable debut album. The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. It has been played on the BTV Album Club.
Feels like one of the strongest recommendations of the season.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was mine. Crosby goes between the legs twice and takes it to first in time to take care of Thomas. And Swan advances over to third.
Crosby now getting the Bananas their 7th trick play in the ball game. Again, just really smart play. Getting a couple bounces, taking that to the first base bag. And getting these teams back in that trick play department, especially considering we've seen a little bit of a drop-off with strikeouts we were seeing from Garrett Delano and whatnot.
Fans get their second chance at the Dunkin' Donut batter. One more strike, and Chase Acuff will have the full capacity crowd, over 12,000 fans in Norfolk. going crazy for some free donuts. Fouls it off. Very curious selection going with Acuff, a guy who is the hardest man to strike out in all of Division II baseball in 2018 when he was at Eckerd College. Another impressive fight from the Animal shortstop.
And this is what we've seen out of Chase Acuff since he came to Banana Ball in the 2022 Summer Series. A guy who is elite, much like Ryan Cox, at just being able to foul off 0-2 pitches till he gets something he likes and is able to put it in play. So get a little stutter step from Andy Archer before delivering another heater. Acuff fouls off behind that dish.
He's added some power to his swing, with it a little bit more swing and miss. 21 Ks on the tour compared to 15 ball four sprints. After tossing it behind his back, another heater from Archer, another foul ball from Acuff.
What's really good to see from Andy Archer, we talked about the 4 sprints that he allowed his last time out, continuing to stay 0-2 and ahead in the count against Chase Acuff as he does another double leg kick. Fires this one just a bit high.
Chase lives for this moment. Watches the split change go below the knees. And it's bounced to the left side. Hosley between the legs, over to first. What a day defensively for Danny Do-It-All. Another trick play at the hot corner, but the Party Animals for a 3rd straight inning push a run across.
Great play by Danny Hosley, even flourishing it with the little kick. Bananas going to have to manage the runs that they're allowing to the Party Animals right now, but for the Animals, really good to see them just scattering consistent runs across multiple innings.
We'll go down to Jake Lialios and Isaac Cool for a little water balloon derby.
Lialios, you are going down. We're going to start pitching these things. On your marks, get set, go!
Oh, off to a hot start.
We forgot to mention, you are all in the splash zone.
Isaac, you would not believe the hand-eye over here.
Oh my gosh, someone almost got hit in the head with a bat.
That's a good, short, compact swing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jake, over here, we got a grand total of 10 balloons.
And Isaac, I gotta congratulate you because we got 8 over here. But let's hear it for both contestants.
Impressive derby performance over on the first base side. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Party Animals lead 2 points to 1, threatening to add another to their tally. Delano, after giving up a point in the first inning, has buckled down 3 straight scoreless frames since then. Now Dalton Malden coming in line dancing. This is Am I Okay? Are you okay, Josh?
I mean, I'm okay. I'm all right. Enjoying Norfolk, so. Yourself?
Oh, I'm having a blast. I'm doing great, man. Nice cut there from Dalton. Tough play for Acuff. Backhanded between the legs. Perfect strike to Swan. Good wood there from Malden, nothing to show for it.
And that almost looked like it could have been a situation where there was going to be miscommunication between Jordan Hussein and Chase Acuff as was who was going to take priority over that ball. It's Acuff with the range and then going between the legs with a really strong throw to still nab the out and the trick play for the Party Animals.
Second trick play on the night, up to 117 for Acuff on the year. Second to only Mr. Ryan Cox of the Nanners, who is now north of 160. Second battle between Delano and his former catcher, Bill Leroy. Gets strike 2 on the cutter. Bill won the fight infield single last time.
Just tried to expand Bill's zone, going to the outside portion of the plate. Saw him try and do that in the first AB against Bill, and then go back inside on Leroy. See if Delano tries to go in on those hands yet again. This one skips in front of Bill. First ball.
This one driven deep out to left. Becerra's got plenty of room and will catch it over by the line. Too much launch angle for Leroy, who's hunting homer number 2 on the tour.
Fans, at this time, please welcome our 5-year-old bat boy. Make some noise for Preston!
Well, I recommend you attack every task you run into in life with the enthusiasm and joy that Preston just did there with his bat picking up job he had to take care of.
I'll tell you, that guy is okay.
A-okay. Change-up fools Robert Anthony Cruz. Delano looking to notch a 3rd point across the last 3 innings for the Animals. He's 1 strike away from it. Cruz singled up the middle his first time. Excellent stop from Dalton Cornett. Rack represents the inning tying run, 6 homers on the tour. Could certainly do it with the bat. But that ball gets behind the Party Animals catcher, and Cruz could be heading to first on what would be his first ever steal of first. Instead, it's going to be strike 3 here. 2-seam heater from Delano, his 4th K of the ball game. And the Animals claim another point. They're up 3-1.
Through 5 frames, only 47 pitches for Garrett Delano. Now we go down to the field to Joey Chabala and our Bananas Foster family of the night.
400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, Bananas Foster is celebrating the Litton Bullock family. Audra and Richard have been a licensed foster family since 2015, welcoming 3 children into their home. Audra was an engineer for NASA, and after her retirement, she decided to start a nonprofit that serves over 3,000 children and teens right here in the state of Virginia. Fans, please help us celebrate the Litton Bullock family for making a difference right here in Virginia.
A monstrous shout out goes to Richard and Audra. What a superstar family. Audra going from an engineer at NASA to creating a nonprofit with Richard that serves over 3,000 children and teens in care. That's what it's all about. Real life superheroes in our midst tonight here in Norfolk, Virginia. We head to the top of the 6th inning. Full moon looking down at Harbor Park. No wonder we've had such a wild game thus far. Working in retail back in the Smith Hardware days in Saugerties, New York. things always got a lot more interesting at the cash register when there was a full moon up in the sky. Even a couple days before, a couple days after, you betcha.
I'm not sure I want to ask.
It's got a little spicy. Oh, there's stories.
Yeah, you've got this look in your eye that terrifies me.
Especially when you're right next to Woodstock, New York. Some colorful characters coming in. It'll be the top of the order for the party animals, who have rallied from a 1-0 deficit to score points in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And now have Cornette, Hussein, and Skull, 1, 2, and 3 in the order. Due to swing it off Andy Archer here to begin the 6th.
Bananas have got to figure out how to stop the bleeding at the current moment. Fortunately for Andy Archer, gets to start against a batter he's had a lot of success against this season. Cornette batting just 176 against Big Arch.
We mentioned it going into our Bananas Foster family celebration as Cornette gets this one off the end of the bat. Cox is taking control of the situation, going to bat it up in the air and make the out with the bare hand. Another trick play from the glove magician.
Very routine. And Coxie just taking that one completely himself. No need to get that one to DR and Rack, who were crashing in nonetheless.
They were hungries. You see DR, they were hungries. I'm hungries. They were some hungry boys coming in.
They were swarming like bees.
You could see DR at the end of the replay there talking to Rack, saying, hey, we got to talk. We got to be in Coxie's ear saying, we're here to have some fun, buddy. Important in baseball and banana ball for a myriad of reasons. Of course, the chief most being that you just don't run into your buddies. This one chopped to short. Cox makes both outs in the inning on a pair of trick plays thus far.
And now 10 in the ball game for the Savannah Bananas. 16 total as we go down to Tyler Gillum.
Tallest pitcher, Dakota Stilts, All-Britain.
Here comes Stilts. Takes the ball from Andy Archer, who was certainly solid across his inning and 2/3. Only gives up 2 runs. Induces 4 ground outs and a pop. Now you look at the 10-foot 9-inch legend out of Ellaville, Georgia, who's putting up video game numbers here in his 4th Banana Ball World Tour.
It's remarkable. Only 8 hits allowed this season. The party animals have only gotten 2 of those 8 hits, so it's really Stilts dialing it in more than ever against the boys in black and pink.
It's Jake Skull, 1 for 2 on the night. Drove in his tour-leading 57th RBI his last time up. And ended up being the inning-winning run in the 4th. Two and 0. Stilts trying to find the zone. Good block there by Leroy.
Look like he's just trying to find the perfect way to get those stilts set on the pitcher's mound. As we heard Ryan Kellogg talk about how tall that mound is, probably affecting Stilts in some fashion. Danny Hosley gets this one try ranging over towards that party animals dugout, but is unable to get there in time. Now the count 3-1 on Skull.
Former UGA football player still in the driver's seat. Not trying to do too much, serves it the opposite way. But it's going to be a foul ball. It's a smart approach. Usually guys get in trouble when they try and yank balls to the moon. Stay behind the ball, let it travel. See if you can't do some damage the opposite way. This time Skull yanks it through the 4-hole. Nothing much more he could have done with that one in on his hands. He's got himself a 2-out single.
Just a nice, clean piece of hitting for Jake Skull. Expected Dakota Stilts All-Britain to just get that one over the plate rather than force the Bananas to go through ball 4 sprint defense. Skull, perfect knock, and now the opportunity in the hands of Reese Hampton as Albritton. This is way outside.
Another nice snag by the Bananas backstop. Reese a single his last time. Gets under this one, out to left center. Meadows moseying over, eyeing it up, is gonna make sure he catches this one. No funny business involved. Andy Archer and Dakota Stilts Albritton combine to stop the bleeding. After 3 straight innings with a run, the Party Animals fail to score in the top of the 6th. And we'll get it down to the field for the Mermaid race.
The most mermaid sightings. If you did not know that, because it's a statistic I completely made up. However, you're about to see 2 beautiful mermaids down here on the field for tonight's mermaid race. Gentlemen, bring out these beautiful mermaids. Oh man, here they come. Here they come. Oh, aren't they a beauty?
What's
Yep,
up?
you're gonna bring them right there. This is awesome. All right, let's get these mermaids in position. All right, on your marks, get set, go. All right, the mermaids are flopping to the pool. They are partially on the way. They're almost there. They are almost part of your world. It looks like my buddy James is almost to the water. He's almost there. And it looks like James makes it right to the water. Dre's not. Oh, there he comes. And they just did a flip right into that water. Folks, give it up for James as tonight's mermaid winner.
It's a fun brand new promotion here in Mermaid City, USA, Norfolk, Virginia, as Garrett Delano's evening is over. And what an evening it was. He retired the last 10 bananas he faced, earns the Party Animals 3 points across 4+ innings of 1-run ball as Brady Kice takes over.
Again, that was masterful work tonight from Garrett Delano, continuing to get 1-run leads and post some zeros for the Party Animals. He's now earned 22 more points earned than points lost this season, which shows you just how good he is at posting zeros. Party Animals hoping to get that out of one of their new left-handers in Brady Kice, only out for the 2nd time as an Animal.
He was impressive as a visitor before that. Out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 3-pitch guy, 4-seam fastball, slider, and a changeup. He's got the bottom 3 in the Nanners lineup here. Hosley, Cox, and Crosby due to swing it.
And you touched on those numbers with the visitors. Across 4 innings pitched, Brady Kice was averaging 3 outs in 2 minutes and 57 seconds for that squad.
Roped foul. We'll do another 1-2. Reese Hampton, when he faced Kice, was struck out on 3 pitches and really impressed by the arsenal. Got 3 fastballs, expected to see some off speed, and just like Danny Hosley, he falls victim to that sneaky Kice heater.
Brady Kice says that he'll throw the fastball about 80% of the time on the pitcher's mound, but still prides himself as a changeup pitcher. I think having such an effective changeup is what helps you be able to sneak those fastballs by batters like you just saw with Danny do it all.
And it looks like Brady's going to get some dancing in. Up a strike on Cox. And this is a beautiful performance. It's the old Chapel Roan remix on the conga. Spliced up with Red Wine Supernova, which was my intro to the Chapel verse. Cox popped in the infield. Acuff taps it up. Hussein behind the back. Double trick play from the boys on the left side of the Animals infield.
Well, there you once again see the effective communication on that left side of the diamond for the Party Animals. You saw it on Hussein letting Acuff take charge over a play a couple innings ago. And this time it's Acuff with that pop, saying, hey, I'm going to tip this to you, Jordan, and then putting a little flair on of his own.
Brandon Crosby fouled out to a fan his first time. Part of 3 on the night. Joined Becerra and Swan. And fouled out to fans for the Party Animals, which means we have tied the single game record in Banana Ball history. Now Crosby giving his home state faithful another opportunity. They come up empty there. Did Crosby check his swing? No, says Vincent Chapman. That was a pretty easy decision to make. Deuce is wild now. That one bounced up the middle. Baber with the backhand, flips it to Acuff. 360 heave to first, not in time. Boy, that would have been a mighty impressive play. The speed from Crosby, just too much.
Number 5, DR
I just continue to be dazzled at the way in which the Party Animals infield is communicating with each other. Really nice play by Dustin Baber. And just immediately, it was Chase Acuff almost just instinctually knowing that it was Baber who was going to flip that ball to him, and Acuff trying to shovel that out as quickly as possible to get showtime.
Guys have played over 100 Banana Ball games at second and short respectively, starting to feel like they've got telepathic powers.
I think that would make a lot of sense. I think you get that much time. You start to play through all the hypotheticals in your heads. As DR Meadows lifts this one into center field, Reese Hampton tries to come up with the behind-the-back catch, and that one falls to the ground. Brandon Crosby trying to come home and score, and runs into the final out of the bottom of the 6th for the Savannah Bananas. A costly send of Brandon Crosby allows the Party Animals to maintain their 2-point edge in the ballgame.
That was a bizarre one. Hampton trying to pull off his 35th trick play of the tour, but then shows off his rocket arm on a perfect 2-hopper to the dish. Crosby was a dead duck as you get another look at the double trick play between Acuff and Hussein. T-shirts being thrown out to the crowd here in Harbor Park to the delight of over 12,000 in attendance tonight. And we've got a buzzword to give away here, so you folks can get a chance at not just one, but 2 pairs of shoes! Correct. Double trouble coming from our friends over at Zappos tonight. You know how it goes. Links in the description and in the comment section here on YouTube. Drum roll, please, for that magic buzzword. Tides. It is Tides. Josh, can you spell it for the people?
T-I-D-E-S. Tides.
Perfect. Once again. Guy is a savant for no reason at all. All right, we've got to get out of the booth. We have Banana Ball here. Get out of the booth.
I lost my 4th grade spelling bee. Told you that. Well, you know I'm sensitive about it.
It's been a long time since 4th grade, Josh. DJ the Invader, the new man on the mound, comes in for 5, 6, and 7. Becerra, Baber, and Bloomer. Also known as BBB. One of the freshman dorms at Syracuse University. And that's a nice stroke from Armando. He's going to find grass out in right center field. He can fly, but he'll decide to cruise into second with a stand-up double to kick off the 7th.
We showed off some of the power he possesses in his 6 games with the visitors, collecting a triple and a home run. Now has his first extra base hit as a Party Animal. And a good start against DJ the Invader.
Now batting, number 9, Dustin Baber.
Comes the Animals' second baseman. And he's going to down a brewski for our entertainment here on Big Tiger Saturday. Baber a triple to kick off the 5th inning, ended up scoring the inning-winning run. Has to look out for that devastating slider from the Invader. Fouls back a fastball to kick off this plate appearance. EJ a 5-pitch guy. 2-seam, 4-seam cut fastballs. The aforementioned breaking ball as well as a changeup. Changeup is otherworldly. According to the Invader, has led to a lot of his previous success in his mysterious background. This one on a hop, struck well, but Ryan Cox takes care of it across the diamond. He grabs his 5th trick play of the ball game, and EJ over at first makes it a double trick play.
Really impressive stuff. Ryan Cox checking Armando Becerra at second base. And then the throw over from Eric Jones Jr., even though it looks like it could be a little high for EJ to receive, gets that leg up, catches the ball to ensure there's a double trick play there.
Now we're up to 20 trick plays between the two teams tonight. Banana Ball record is 25. So we're on the heels of history. Bryson Bloomer now. Good job laying off the slider after he hacked at it a pitch earlier. The Boomer has bounced to third twice tonight. This one popped in the infield. Looks like Hosley's going to take charge, and for the 3rd time tonight, it's Danny Do-It-All who takes care of the Lexington, Kentucky native.
We've seen Hosley lately with a lot of trick plays on high pops like that, but with the Bananas trailing in this ball game and a runner in scoring position, no way that Hosley was going to sacrifice an out in that situation.
Very fun matchup here. Jason Swan has already come through in the clutch tonight. RBI double to drive in Baber in the 5th. According to the Sam Bauman report a couple months ago, Swan and the Invader grew up together. Jason wins the battle here. Armando's getting the send. Crosby doesn't attack the ball at all. Armando can run like the wind, but still, that one was struck well. I thought Cros would have come up heaving to the cutoff coming home.
And you see Crosby standing there in right field with his hands on his hips. I think honestly that's a situation where he possibly didn't recognize the situation and the fact that there was a man in scoring position. And he's definitely beating himself up with the fact that the party animals were able to score for the 4th time in the last 5 innings.
Swan clutch once again, 2 for 3 on the ball game now with a pair of stakes. Up to 42 runs driven in on the tour. Tanner Tinder Thomas steps in. Had a ball and no strikes. Had a booming solo home run back in the 3rd inning. That ended up being the decider for the 3rd. Kicked off a slew of 3 straight innings won by the Party Animals. As Swan will advance on what looked to be a pass ball for Bill Leroy. Tell if it hit the dirt before it got to the Bananas catcher. When in doubt, it's a wild pitch. One was a bizarre one. Josh, you're ruling?
Originally, I felt wild pitch.
Wild pitch. Ball 4 sprint given to Thomas from the Invader. The Fleming Island Floridian drives in the Jacksonville native. And the Animals have pushed 2 runs across, both with 2 outs here in the 7th.
It's the rare ball 4 sprint from DJ the Invader. The Party Animals just continuing to pile on runs across multiple frames. This new look lineup paying dividends for the boys in black and pink.
Thomas now joins Swan and the 2 Ribeye Club as the fans are hungry for donuts. And once again, they find themselves a strike away. Another Florida man at the dish. Acuff out of St. Petersburg. Tanner Thomas got a crazy jump and had second base stolen easily if Acuff did not have to protect the zone. Maybe Vava could call the bottom 3 guys in the order the Sunshine State stack. 3 straight guys out of Florida. 4 out of 5 when you find Baber in the 6 hole. Good wood there by Acuff. Wrong part of the park. D.R. Meadows pulls off a backflip catch where failure would have meant another run for the Animals, but the doctor is unbelievable. Trick play number 67 on the year.
Again, the goal is to try and get to 70 before the game's end tonight. It's a frustrating inning for the Savannah Bananas, but capped off by a pretty sensational trick play from the doctor.
The Animals lead the game 3 points to 1. They lead the 7th inning 2 runs to nothing. In prime position to take a commanding 3-point lead. Remember, in the 9th or final inning, if the 2-hour timer runs out before we get to the 9th, every run scored counts as a point. So you're never all the way out of it. We've seen 5, 6, and 7-run innings. Banana ball history, 5 and 6-run innings on this tour. As the fans go wild. Here in the 2nd banana ball game ever played in Virginia, Old Dominion. Head to the venue here in Harbor Park. Well over 12,000 Bananiacs and Party Animals faithful on hand, and the home of the Norfolk Tides, AAA affiliate of the Orioles. As Dylan Porter takes over on the bump, looking to earn the Animals their 4th point of the ballgame.
Trying to right the ship as well when it comes to his season. Each of the last 2 times he's faced off against the Savannah Bananas, he surrendered walk-offs. They've been hard-hit walk-offs. A double from Correll Prime and then a home run from Jackson Olsen in Cleveland. Porter with the 2-run advantage might feel the pressure's off a little more for him. So he's just going to look to consistently pound the strike zone. It started off for the Bananas by Dan Oberst, who's 0 for 2. 1 for 2.
No doubt about it. Single his first time. 3 for 4 on the series. A home run away from the cycle across these 2 games. And right back to Porter. How about that for reaction time? Under the leg and flip to first. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Surprised that that ball wound up in his glove. He was running off the mound to just throw the easy flip to Jason Swan and then goes between the legs. How about 22 trick plays now in tonight's ball game? Bananas and Party Animals creeping closer to a record.
Porter doubles his trick play total on the tour. From 1 to 2. Ball and a strike here on Eric Jones Jr. We saw Dylan pull off one of the best, if not the best, trick plays by a pitcher ever in banana ball history a year ago. Remarkable behind-the-back snag. Got his derriere out of the way at the last second.
And one of those plays that nearly looked like, as he was catching that behind the back, he was trying to do his signature pistol squat.
It's confounding every time I watch the play how he ended up with ball and glove. 5-pitch sprint given up to Eric Jones Jr. here. He's got an eye on the Party Animals defense and decides that they're executing their sprint D perfectly. Gets to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher in short order, and it'll be a 1-base sprint for EJ.
EJ now with sprints in 8 of his last 9 games for the Savannah Bananas. The plate discipline off the charts, and it's the Bananas going to their bench, bringing Correll Prime up to bat against Dylan Porter.
Former Colorado Rockies minor leaguer. 6 years in the Rockies farm system, 1 as a Texas Rangers minor leaguer after that. There goes EJ. He got a great jump, and Cornette won't even throw. Eric Jones Jr. just does everything great. He's now a perfect 12 for 12 on the tour in stolen base attempts, and just earned his 24th ball for sprint compared to 22 Ks while pacing the tour in homers and on-base percentage.
It's ridiculous. He's got such a feel for the game at this point, a man who's been a Banana since that 2022 World Tour. And and just spotted that Dalton Cornett does not really look ready to challenge any kind of throw down to second base as Correll Prime flails that breaking ball from Dylan Porter. Goes down swinging on 4 pitches.
Nice slider from Porter. Prime all smiles, as per usual. One of the uglier swings you'll ever see from a phenomenal baseball player. As Jackie's all smiles at the dish. He represents the inning-tying run.
I think Prime just pressing a little bit at the plate there against Porter after collecting the double a couple weekends ago. Jackson Olsen bounces out to Dustin Baber, who bounces that one to Jason Swan. Now 96 trick plays for Dustin Baber, and the Party Animals with another point in this ball game.
And 23 trick plays on the evening. We are 2 away from tying the Banana Ball record. Some fancy footwork from Swan over there at first. It's a 4-1 Animals lead, 2 innings still on the docket. Over 31 minutes still to go on our 2-hour timer. Banana Ball these days moving at the speed of light, much like the Party Animals team running around the field, trying to keep up with the wave. Ends up being Indiana Stanley leading the pack. Animals designated runner tonight. You see why he is. Unbelievable speed for a guy whose primary position is behind the dish. Very bright future in Banana Ball as well.
And when he's not behind the dish, he's the man you see occupying a corner outfield spot, left or right field. Just shows you the trust that teams have in his defensive abilities and that natural speed that he possesses.
Zach Phillips takes over on the mound for the Nanners. Former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer is at the peak of his powers right now in Banana Ball.
On the mound for the 44th time this season. We touched on this a little last night, but it bears repeating. Zach Phillips, since the start of May, 2 wins, no losses, 32 innings pitched, a 0.84 earned run average, and a 3-minute and 3-second average MPI time. Insane.
Well struck. No, that's actually off the end of the bat. Not well struck at all. D.R. Meadows has that one behind his back. And trick play number 68 on the tour for the Doctor. Trick play number 24 on the night between the 2 teams. We are 1 trick play away from tying the single game record.
And you can just see it on display. Both the Party Animals and the Bananas, a lot of confidence right now, just feeling that every ball hit their way has the potential to be a trick play out.
That's what EJ told us when he was on the mic with us all the way back in the top of the 2nd inning. 2 balls and a strike on Jordan Hussein. Third baseman elevated to the 2-hole. 0 for 3, did reach on an error and score what would be the inning-winning run back in the 4th. That one ends up clipping Hussein. And a little delayed reaction, but now he takes a tumble, and it's going to be his teammates helping him out. Well, performs an artistic swim the 90 feet to first base. The backstroke, his technique is atrocious.
Well, what he told me about a week ago, just catching up on some of the Olympics coverage, told me he truly believed that he could be doing the backstroke for Team USA this year.
I think Jordan sinks like a stone if that's the backstroke he pulls off when he gets in the water. Bouncer to second. Olsen to Cox, between the legs, back to first. Not in time to get the speedy Jake Skoll. But Philly and company content getting the speedy Hussein off the bags. And now we're going to get a challenge from the fans. That does not have to be challenged. Don't even show us a replay. That Jake Skoll was safe at first. Josh, you want to look at a replay?
I feel like we have to look at just the replay once.
All right, we'll look at it once. Here we go. And the call stands.
Call stands. See? But you've Give the fans their challenge, buddy.
The ruling on the field. Stand.
Was Jim? Correct me if I'm wrong. Sam Bauman interviewed him a few innings ago. We're back in the middle of the second. Hold that thought. Bounce to Ryan Cox. Flip behind the back to Jackson Olsen. And that's the 6th trick play of the game for Cox. He ties the individual record. 25 trick plays between the two teams. That ties the combined record for a game.
A fascinating play. The single game record tied. And now you're not only watching if that gets broken, but if Cox can also break that individual record at the exact same time.
Turn Harbor Park yellow. And is trailed by 3 points. We need 1 run in the bottom of the 8th to chop 1 off of that deficit. Before we head to our final frame where every run counts as a point.
Let us hear you.
Party Animals trying to even up this series. Niners are scorching hot, winners of 12 of their last 13 games. Streak that started against the visitors, continued against the Firefighters and Aussie Drop Bears. And now the Nanners have won 4 out of their first 5 as they've returned to battle their arch nemesis, the Party Animals. Princess Potassia, another beautiful scene in Banana Land, I'm sure makes you emotional.
We love you so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go Bananas!
Retweet on the We Love You So Much Bananas Nation. I cannot support the Savannah Bananas, though. I'm an unbiased play-by-play broadcaster. I'm just here for good banana ball, and boy, we've gotten it tonight. 25 trick plays between the two teams has tied the single game record. The next one will break it as Sexy Mexy Ryan Rodriguez takes over for Dylan Porter.
Toeing the slab for the 24th time this season, and for Ryan, he continues to prove that he deserves to pitch in high leverage situations for the Animals. His 2.61 earned run average only trails Drew Gillespie on the Party Animals, and he has not allowed an earned run since May 25th in Columbus, Ohio.
Remarkable stuff from the pride of Newhall, California. 3-pitch mix, cutter, slider, and a 12-6 curveball. Sexy, another one of our guys who has had a wild collegiate career. Spanned 4 different schools, started at Westmont College, got to LA Mission, and Arkansas Tech, finished up at Missouri State. Last year was in the Pioneer League. It's that one on the inside corner here to Bill Leroy. 6, 7, and 8 due to swing it for the Nanners. Just need 1 run to walk off the inning. Another firm fastball, and it's an 0-2 count. Bill 1 for 2 on the ball game. More gas, that one above the zone.
Yeah, surprising to see Rodriguez actually shake off Dalton Cornett and then go to the heater 0-2 instead of that slider. Now prepares to break out the big bender with the split, no less. He does not get the chase from Bill Leroy. That was just a bit outside.
2-2. Bill has worked the count full. Rodriguez as intense as they come on the bump. Big payoff pitch here. Finds the zone. Bill takes a monster 2-strike hack.
Yeah, Leroy almost falling directly on home plate for trying to ambush that pitch. Bill still 0 for 6 against Rodriguez in his career, but he's going to be pretty content with earning the leadoff sprint, and he is gunning for 2 bases and will get in safely. The Party Animals having a difficult time with the transition between their outfielders.
Got it to Armando Becerra, the 6th man who had to touch the ball. He needed to get it to Skoll before Bill could be tagged out. That's where the flubbery occurred. Malachi Mitchell, the designated runner who can pinch run 1 time every trip through the order, takes over for the Nanners backstop. Now the fate of the inning in the hands of Robert Anthony Cruz. Did he check his swing on the slider? Yes. Two balls, no strikes. Another reminder, this is where Banana Ball is so punishing on pitchers. Ball 4 scores Malachi easily from second. Two-1 on the former Washington Nationals minor leaguer. Cut and a miss. Nice off-speed there from Mexi to induce a chase. Full count, ball 4 wins the inning for the Bananas.
Rodriguez a little all over the place right now. Takes a brief second to step off, compose himself before delivering his payoff pitch to Cruz, who swings through this one. Looks like a changeup out of the hand of Rodriguez. And he gets a massive punch out. As the Party Animals try and hold on to their 3-point lead at the moment.
Rodriguez wins the battle between the Golden State Kids. Now faces off against the Vienna, Virginia native, Danny Hosley. Getting to play in the 2nd Banana Ball game ever in his home state. The 2nd of 3 colleges was right here in Norfolk.
This is not an easy plate appearance, or a batter to face, I should say, for Ryan Rodriguez. Danny Hosley doing a lot of things right at the current moment. Doing a great job getting on base via the sprint and the steal of first base. And also 3 for 3 early in August, batting with runners in scoring position, as this one is chopped over to Jordan Hussein, who goes across the diamond to Jason Swan. And that breaks the Banana Ball single game trick play record. Now 26 in the ball game between the Bananas and the Party Animals.
That was a doozy from Hussein for the record breaker. Bounce to the bare hand. Strong throw across the diamond to get the fast Danny Hosley, as Flash was able to get back to second before the throw behind him. That one shanked down the third baseline from Ryan Cox. What a year he's having. That's his 21st walk-off of the tour, and it's now just a 2-point lead for the Animals.
And now Coxie, 4 walk-offs in his last 3 games for the Savannah Bananas. And they are going to be very happy that they've cut that lead in points to just 2 heading into the final frame.
Complicated dance here from the fellas as they celebrate their 2nd point of the ball game. That one, new money.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sound of the bells means to the great.
Sounds like a show tune. We go to our 9th and final inning. The Party Animals lead 4 points to 2. Every run scored here in the 9th will count as a point. And if we're tied at the end of it, as you can see right here, we'll go to tiebreaker showdowns.
Strategy for the Party Animals heading into the top of the 9th is just try and get any insurance that you can right now against Austin Krasminski, who they've seen well as of late. And if you find yourself in that opportunity with 2 outs, a couple guys in scoring position, and it feels right, still use that golden batter. Try and tack on a little more.
It's going to be 5, 6, and 7. Becerra, Baber, and Bloomer do to swing it. And it's produced 2 runs in the 7th. As Donnie and Cowboy Kyle on the Banana side, Lee Alios over on the Party Animal side let the people know, sans jerseys, that we have reached our final inning. Austin Krasminski gets loose on the bump, former Angels and Cubs minor leaguer out of Roswell, Georgia.
Grem still owns the 2nd lowest earned run average among qualified Bananas relief pitchers this season with 4.21 mark. However, he's allowed 5 earned runs in 3 outings here in August and has thrown 19 or more pitches in those 3 outings this month, with the Party Animals batting .429 against him. Gotta feel like the Animals, already feeling confident tonight, might be elevated even more so with the success they've had recently against Krem.
Here comes the kid out of Miami, Florida. Becerra, 2022 Coastal Plain League champion with the Bananas. Krasminski, a 2017 Collegiate Banana. Nobody goes further back in Bananaland history than Krem. He sits 93, 94 miles an hour with the fastball. Gets that one past the Erskine and Florida International University kid.
Challenging Becerra so far with nothing but firm heaters. And if this ball's going to be put in play, it feels like Becerra could wind up being late on this one, to the point where it's possibly hit over to Ryan Cox for him to see if he can break that single player, single game trick play record.
Love Magician sits at 6 trick plays on the night. And Mondo's worked the count from 0-2 to 3-2. Still nothing but gas from Krasminski, who has a great slider and circle change as well. Another fastball, healthy cut from Becerra. And Krasminski wins the battle.
Dialed it in inside to Armando Becerra, and a pitch that he had to try and defend and wound up coming up empty as we go down to the field for a Party Animals announcement.
Are going to their golden batter, hitting in the place of Dustin Baber. Number 1, Jake School.
This is a fun matchup. 2 superhumans from the Atlanta, Georgia area with 12 years of minor league baseball experience between the pair. Skull 2 for 4 on the night. His 8 home runs tied with Reese Hampton for the team lead. They only trail Eric Jones Jr. by 1 for the tour lead.
Well, this just appears to be a play for the Party Animals where they're looking for nothing but one big swing from Jake Skull, and hopefully a long ball that gives them that 3-point edge right back. But it's Skull who's fallen behind 1-2 against Krem and is only 1 for 11 against the right-hander on tour.
Really nice circle change to get strike 2. Misses in with the fastball after that. 2-2. Nubbed the other way. Hosley, the only man on the left side of the infield. And Skull showing off the wheels. As his 3rd hit of the ball game comes through in the clutch as the golden batter.
Number 16.
Well, we've seen good hustle from Jake Skull all night. He's able to beat the shift the Bananas had employed on him. And that was just going to be a really difficult play for Danny Do-It-All to make at that 3rd base position. Now Krem will go to work against Bryson Bloomer.
Looked like Skull was going to be safe, whether EJ nailed the pick or not. Fans cranking the Soldier Boy.
And from the looks of it, it's actually Indiana Stanley who's coming to pinch hit for Bryson Bloomer.
India 2022, Savannah Bananas Pettit Cup champion, just like Becerra, who led off the inning. Banner's legend fouls off the fastball here. This is a tough matchup for Indy in his first career plate appearance as a party animal. Nice fight there on another firm fastball.
Well, what we know about Indiana Stanley is this is a guy who loves to hack at the plate. We're obviously seeing it early against Austin Krasminski. It's like it could be wise to try and pull out some breaking stuff. See if you can get the chase as this one's hit over down that third baseline. Danny Hosley will record the out across the diamond at first, but it's Jake Skoll once again displaying not only the hustle but the IQ to make it all the way to third base on that play.
Every run scored in the final inning counts as a point. Still 90 feet away from giving the party animals some insurance. Fastball right down Broadway for strike one to Jason Swan. Swanee having a great night. 2 for 3 with 2 runs driven in. Krasminski can't glove that. Cox tries for a trick play. Can't come through. He was hoping for the record breaker. Fumbled the ball just a tad, and Swan's speed made him pay. Party animals do get the insurance. They lead 5-2.
The banana ball is a very fast game, and in a split second, you've got to make a quick decision. Do you just try and go for the out? Or do you try and grab that record? Coxey decided to give a little more priority to nabbing the record. It will bite the Bananas here on the top of the ninth. Party animals jump back out in front by 3 points.
Here's Tanner Chicken, tender. Thomas pokes that one through the 4-hole. Swan will just go station to station with Ty Jackson now inserted in right field. Great night for Tanner Thomas. 2 for 3, a ball four sprint, 2 runs driven in, a solo home run. Now Chase Acuff looking to join the party, 0 for 3. And the fans hoping for donuts. We'll see if Duncan's handing out over 12,000 of them tonight. The answer, no. Boy, Jackson Olsen trying to barehand that. Worried about the speed of Acuff, I would wager. I don't think he needed to go for it, though. A glove and a quick toss to first should have nabbed the animal shortstop.
Hard to tell whether that was a play showing respect for Acuff's speed, whether Jackson Olsen wanted a trick play himself after missing 3 innings defensively with Dalton Malden into the ball game. Now Krem finds himself deeper and deeper into this jam in the top of the ninth. Dalton Cornett up to bat.
Well, a bare hand on that would not produce a trick play, so that's just an old-fashioned E4. As Cornett tried to take that one to the land of shadow and flame, looking for his first career banana ball grand slam. Instead, he gets jammed on this one. Meadows only takes a few steps back before he grabs it. The bases are stranded full. But after the animals push across a run, which turns into a point, and they lead by 3, looking to even up the series here in Norfolk, Virginia. Brandon Crosby at the bottom of the order, due to lead it off. And it's D.R. Meadows and Dan Oberst at the top. They're gonna have to do the damage against the best pitcher on this tour, the only man with enough innings to qualify for the ERA title who is below 2 in earned runs. Unbelievable stuff from the pride of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
It's been utterly dominant this year for the Party Animals and has now thrown 10 consecutive scoreless innings of relief, averaging 2 minutes and 58 seconds in that span to record 3 outs. Since the start of June, it's Gillespie with a 0.83 earned run average for the Party Animals across 22 innings pitched. He's looking to nail down save number 13 on his season.
Of course, the Nanners do have a golden opportunity to unveil their golden batter before the big boppers get after it at the top of the order.
It feels like they're going to want to do it to start this frame, and you see the lights indicating that is exactly what Tyler Gillum and Adam Byron are going to do.
Golden batter, hitting in the place of Brandon Crosby, number 19, Dan Ober.
Take a look at his numbers as a golden batter. 1 for 6, but 2 for 7 in his pursuit of reaching first. This one grounded, Acuff sliding stop, 360, throw to first in time. Sparkling play from Chase Acuff for out number 1 in the 9th.
And you could see all the Party Animals in that infield fired up about the tremendous sliding play from Chase Acuff. 1 pitch, 1 out for Drew Gillespie. Now it's DR Meadows, the man with the most success against Drew this season. 6 for 17 on tour.
Gillespie filling up the zone. All 3 pitches, strikes. He's got the doctor behind 0-2 as Dan Oberst returns to the on-deck circle. This one chopped to third. Hussein barehanded across the diamond, never had a chance. Meadows shows off his elite speed, earns the infield single, and reaches with 1 out.
With the chop in the dirt, Jordan Hussein had to take that slight step back, which is what informed the bare hand decision from him. Nonetheless, speed of DR Meadows, way too deadly. Now it's Oberst, getting a second opportunity against Gillespie, who misses with his first offering.
Chance for the fans to make a play. Another life for Oberst. And now 1 for 4 on the night. 3 for 6 on the weekend. Nice front door bender for Gillespie, who jumps ahead. 5-pitch mix. 2-seam, 4-seam cut fastballs, the curve you just saw, and a changeup. Goes back to the curveball. Dan does not bite.
And if you're Oberst right now, you would just love to reach base safely. Bring the tying point up to the dish. And the tour leader in home runs, Eric Jones Jr.
3 straight benders. Another good take from Oberst. See if Meadows takes off on the payoff. Chop back up the middle, could be 2. Acuff 360, glove flip to Baber, barehanded to first. Swan can't take the scoop. Oh, almost an unreal twin killing. Acuff will grab a trick play, and Oberst takes Meadows' spot at first base.
Chase Acuff out of his mind right now from a defensive standpoint for the Party Animals. And what a tremendous job by Dustin Baber, grabbing that feed out of the glove with the bare hand. A perfect pivot at that second base bag as well. Just unfortunate that Swanee couldn't corral that one in the glove.
Gillespie got that all-important second out. The tour leader in home runs does not represent the tying run. Gillespie showing off his versatility. Goes sidearm and gets strike 2. Nanners down to their final strike as Drew tries to inspire some energy from the crowd. It's a nervous cheer as we have mostly Bananas fans on hand.
Well, not only are you trying to get the cheers from the crowd as well, but you're almost using it to try and get in the head the batter you got in the box, in this case Eric Jones Jr., who almost tried to get a little too aggressive and go around that bender in the dirt.
1-2. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gillespie goes right after the former Twins and Mariners minor leaguer. We'll get another 2-2. Chop to short. Acuff behind the back with the bounce to Baber. Another trick play from the Party Animals shortstop. Gillespie makes it 13 saves and 14 tries. And the Animals dominate night 2 in Norfolk. They win 5-2.
A much-needed victory for the Party Animals on night 2 in Norfolk. It will push a rubber game tomorrow afternoon. And how about a new single-game trick play record to boot? 28 total trick plays between the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals tonight.
3 more than the previous record set when the Bananas took on the Aussie Drop Bears. It'll be 1 p.m. Eastern, first pitch tomorrow here at Harbor Park with the state of Virginia on the line. Much to discuss on the post-game show. Party Animals improve to 30 and 33 on the year, 21 and 30 against the Nanners. And they keep that magic number for the boys in white and yellow at 5 games. Not a fun night for Split. But it was a fun night for Jordan Hussein. Sam Bauman will tell us why.
Yeah, Biko, Josh, as you mentioned, obviously breaking that record for a single game, getting up to 28, but number 26 to break the previous record of 25 was our man right here, Jordan Hussein. Jordan, walk us through that play. It's coming to you. You're in the hot corner there at third. What's going through your mind?
About 5 minutes before that, I told Boomer we were 1 away, and the ball was coming to me. And I told him I was going to do a trick that I've been working on, so it was a really cool moment for me, not being an everyday guy, getting to break that.
I mean, you talk about what this team has done. The energy today seemed all Party Animals from the get-go. Where does that come from today?
Just a little bit of adversity. We've been struggling a little bit, and nobody's really down. Everybody's just trying to play for each other, so whatever we got to do to win is that's our mission right now.
And we look back at last year, seeing the Party Animals say no gap in games is too much. Down a little bit right now, but you got some games to catch up here. Does this feel like a turning point for you guys?
It could be. We've kind of been waiting for that day that we click, and I feel like tonight we clicked. So hopefully tomorrow we got a day game. Hopefully we can come out and be the Darty Animals.
I love it. The Darty Animals, they're ready for tomorrow. Jordan Hussein going to celebrate a little bit tonight. Congrats on the big record. Biko, Josh, things all Party Animals tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Sam. Thanks so much, Jordan, for taking the time to chat with our darling sideline reporter. Another attempt at a look at the... There it is! I said, sir, can we check on our camera person who was trying to find the moon beforehand? I hope they're okay. Looks like whoever's got it now has got a steady grip. Full moon over Harbor Park here in Norfolk, Virginia. And we bring it back inside the booth with Josh Chalevsky, Biko Scalo. Thank you so much for spending your Big Tiger Saturday night here with us in virtual Banana Land. Really impressive win on a historic night for our young sport.
It feels like the monkey is off the backs of the Party Animals just a little bit. We mentioned how much they were struggling offensively coming into the night, batting 182 here in the month of August. And even though the first 7 guys were set down in order by Ryan Kellogg, you bring Tanner Thomas up to the dish. He leaves the yard against Kellogg, and from there, the Party Animals were rolling offensively. A big night, double-digit hits for the Bad Boys. And hey, they came away with the victory, and we also saw them really dominate in that trick play department as well. Once again, a new single-game trick play record, 28 between the Bananas and the Party Animals. And not only does Ryan Cox tie the single-game record for a single player, but with those 2 trick plays we got from Chase Acuff in the bottom of the ninth, he ties the record as well.
So it's the first time in Banana Ball history we have seen 2 players with 6 trick plays. It is each team's shortstop and number 1 and number 2, Cox and then Acuff in the trick play rankings here on this tour. So no surprises there from the 2 guys leading the pack when it comes to trick plays. What a really, really fun game tonight. You also saw the single game record tied for foul balls caught by fans. Impressive hands by the people here in the Old Dominion. And now the state of Virginia is on the line, 1 p.m. first pitch tomorrow.
It's going to be pretty fascinating. Jared Donaldson slated to pitch for the Savannah Bananas against Sean Fluke for the Party Animals. And really, it's kind of a question of if the Party Animals continue to tinker with that lineup in some capacity tomorrow. They experiment tonight, and it pays big dividends. We'll see if they decide to go with the same strategy tomorrow afternoon.
It's going to be an absolute blast. Exciting stuff going on here in Norfolk. We have to give away not just 1, but
2 pairs of shoes!
You betcha, before we shut this thing down and try and get at least a couple hours of shut-eye before we're back here at the ballpark. I'm going to guess around 7:38 a.m. tomorrow morning, but that's the problem for tomorrow. We're right here, right now, and we've got 2 pairs of shoes to give away. Drum roll, please. Marjorie Brady, congratulations on your free pair of shoes. And our second pair, drum roll. Lori Sadomka, I would wager, related to our young superstar, Kylie Sadomka.
It is Kylie's mom!
Yeah, getting it from the control room. Good stuff, Mr. Producer Nick Kelty. Wow, Kylie's mom, one of the best we have ever had here in the BTV world. Congratulations on your free pair of shoes, Lori. Have to give our props to the cast and crew that made this show possible. Similar crew that we had last night on True TV. They are the best. On first base, it is Emma Bates, and across the diamond, Emerson Elmgren, the Iron Horse of BTV. The duo right there, terrific. On the high home camera, it would be Sophia Peach. Superb job, as per usual, from you, Peach. On center field, it is Lyle, who, similar to our one-name wonder Kwanzi, does not want a last name out in the world. So Lyle, here you are, my friend. Excellent job, buddy. On the low home, Lex Fowler. That would be Battlestar Galactica. Forget it. Lex, good job. On the high first camera, Arch Pongle. Some people call Arch Pingle. We call her Pongle here in BTV. On the wireless, Justin Gordon. Just an excellent job flying around the field down there. Our engineer and producer tonight on site, Mr. Nick Kelty, a.k.a. DJ Squints and Cowboy Keldiggity, a man of many names and even more talents. Our utility, Clayton Franklin. That would be Clay Pimp. Excellent job. Pimp helping us out, miking people up down on the field, and helping Mr. Drake Toll with the Party Animals exclusive dugout broadcast on Bally Live. Now, for the people back in Savannah, they were led by the coordinating producer of Bananas Television, our director of the broadcast these last 2 nights, the straw that stirs our tasty drink, Mr. Chad Reese. Phenomenal stuff, Reese Daddy. Our technical directing handled by Keegan Woods, another man that can handle just about anything we throw his way. I'm going to amend that. Another guy who can handle anything we throw his way. On the replay, one name, you know him, you love him, Kwanzi. You got Lyle walking in your footsteps, Kwans, but don't worry, you've got a secure spot here. On the audio, Gwen Guido. Excellent stuff, Gwen. On the scorebug, Michael Basista and Jackson Hamilton. Not just one person on the scorebug, but 2 scorebug operators! You betcha, only in BTV. On the graphics, it was Julia Massey, and on the statistics being updated on said graphics, it's the man, the myth, the legend, Mikey O'Connor. What a fantastic crew. It could not happen, not an ounce of this could happen without all of them, and they killed it as per usual. And a big thank you to my partner in crime, Mr. Josh Talevsky. What an important night to have a statistical savant of Banana Ball.
Biko Scala, you were phenomenal on the play-by-play, and I must say, I think you can continue to chase your waterfalls.
Thank you very much. Tra-la-la-la-la. A big thank you to the guys down on the field, Eric Jones Jr. and Ryan Kellogg, for getting mic'd up, as well as Sam Bauman running all over the place, interviewing fans, interviewing Hussein. Really, really impressive stuff from you, Sam. I am Biko Scala, saying so long for now for our executive producers, Jesse, Emily, and Carrie Cole, as well as Jared Orton. We will bid you adieu. 1 p.m. first pitch tomorrow. We will have the pregame cooking at 12:30 p.m. before there. A lot on the line. We will see if the Party Animals can win back-to-back games against the Bananas for the first time in a long time, can keep that magic number for the season series at 5 for the Nanners, and if they could take the great state of Virginia. Fun one tonight. Trick play record between the two teams taken down. Cox and Acuff tied the single game record, and we see the foul balls caught by fans record tied as well. Let's see how we can escalate. Let's see how we can plus things tomorrow. We'll see you on the Bananas YouTube channel, 1 p.m. first pitch. And until then, we will see you later! Battlestar, go.